Good morning to everyone. This is Kalpna from G.K.Jain Higher Secondary School, Roypuram. For more educational video, subscribe our YouTube channel.
Today for the 12th standard I am going to explain the lesson is Metallurgy. In the previous class we discussed about the various method which is involved in the extractions of metal from its ore. Okay. In today we are going to explain the leaching. It is also a kind of method for the extractions of minerals, extractions of metal from its ore. Okay. So leaching, let's see the principle which is behind in the leaching process. Based on the solubility of ore in a suitable solvent. So what else we have to do? We just adding a suitable solvent to the ore. Why I should prefer the term suitable solvent? Because all the solvents cannot be dissolved the ores. We have discussed in the previous class, different ores are there. Oxides ore, sulfides ore, likewise types of ores are present. So based on the ore, we just adding a suitable solvent over that which is in the aqueous solution. So this is about the leaching. So I am just telling the example of leaching. For example, if you want to make up preparing the tea. So the tea powder, it is in the form of solvent, solid. I am just adding a boiled milk or a boiled water to the tea leaves. That means in this case, the solvent will be that boiled water or the boiled milk will act as a solvent which is being added to the tea leaves. What we have to extract? We extracted the tea juices and the remaining unwanted dust particle will remain in the same beaker. The same we will do it in the leaching process also. Just the process, the main thing is we have to select the suitable solvent. Okay. So just take a crushed ore. Always we know that whenever we are taking the ore, you have to crush it because it is available in the earth crust. So it is not been a powdered form. So it has been associated with the impurity. So it should look like a rocky substance. So you just crush the ore and we added the suitable solvent over the crushed ore. So in the crushed ore, what are the substance will be in the crushed ore? The gangue particles are there, the metals are there. So when the suitable substance, if it is added to the crushed ore, the metal which is present in the crushed ore, it is soluble, it is formed as a soluble salt or complex. So that particular metal will be mixed with the suitable solvent, it form a soluble salt. That means the metal here, two substances are there, one is metal, other one is a gangue. So in the leaching process, the metal will be act as a soluble salt. It has to be soluble with the solvent. And the remaining gangue particle will remain it in the beaker itself. So this is the way we have to extract the metals. Is it clear? So what happened? That particular metal which is present in the crushed ore, it has been treated with the suitable solvent. It forms as a soluble salt or sometime it may be a complex. So it has to be remain in the soluble one. The other gangue remain in the remain in the same soluble. So it has to be left behind the beaker itself. So this is regarding with the leaching process. So leaching is a method which is being used to extract the metal from the ores. Okay. And 4 types of metals are there in your syllabus. Importance of 4 types of leachings are there. One is cyanide leaching, second one is ammonia leaching, third one is alkali leaching, fourth one is acid leaching. These are all the 4 methods of leaching. We will discuss one by one. First, before getting to the types of leaching, just you have to see by its name itself. So cyanide, some kind of cyanide compound will be act to form to do the leaching process. If it is in place of cyanide, if I am using ammonia for the leaching process means that is a ammonia leaching. Here alkali we are using alkali means alkali leaching. Acid means acid leaching. The substance which is used for leaching based on that only here it has been classified. Let's see one by one. We are going to discuss about the types of leaching. cyanide leaching, ammonia leaching, acid leaching and alkali leaching. So first we started with the cyanide leaching. So from the name itself we can understand the concept. So cyanide, which is used for the leaching process. So if in place of cyanide, if I am using ammonia, that will be the ammonia leaching. If I am using any other acids, it should be the acid leaching, or alkali, it is the alkali leaching. So we can, before getting to the substance, before getting to the process, we can get the clear idea from the name itself. So let's see the cyanide leaching. So in this leaching will be suitable for the extractions of gold. It is very important question, extraction of gold, okay, or in one words also we can expect this cyanide leaching, or gold, we can extract the gold by dash type of leaching. So we can say it is a cyanide leaching, okay. So first one is cyanide leaching, that means here we taking as a cyanide for the using of leaching process. First the process is crushed ore and it is being treated with the aerated sodium cyanide. Aerated, it is a nothing word which has been the substance which has been having a hair bubbles, okay, that is aerated. So I am just taking as a gold. Here we are doing the crushed ore, cyanide ore as a gold to leach the gold, okay. So crush the ore and it has been treated with the sodium cyanide. But if you see in the reaction, the sodium cyanide is not involved, only the active process in the sodium cyanide is a cyanide. So that only it is involved here. I am just taking as a gold, Au is a symbol of gold, and I am treated the leaching substance as a cyanide. It is a aerated cyanide, that is why it has been in the oxygen, it has been present. Then it has been in the aqueous solution, that is why the water will be added. Okay, so the aqueous solution of sodium, aerated of sodium cyanide. So gold is taken, it is a ore. Then here it is a cyanide process. So sodium cyanide will be the active process. So cyanide is the oxygen, then water molecule. It formed the soluble complex. So the complex has been formed. The gold which is being treated with the cyanide, it form a compound, that is a complex compound. Then again it has been in the treated, if you taking this complex, it has been treated with the gold as well as the cyanide process. But we want a purest form of gold only. So what we have to do? Again we have to use this complex to require the whatever the metal we want. Here we want the gold. So the next step, so this is about your first step, just adding a cyanide to leaching, it will form as a complex, soluble complex has been formed. In the second step, it is require of metal. What metal we have required here? Gold. So require of metal by reduction method. So I am just taking a complex, I am adding with the zinc. It has been in the soluble thing, so that is why I am just intimated with the symbol aqueous. Okay, it has been treated with the zinc, it is in a solid state. So what has happened in this reaction? Just the replacement reaction, displacement reaction will help. So in place of gold, the zinc has been replaced it, and the gold we can easily require it. Okay, just I am adding it. What else I am getting? Displaced of gold with cyanide. Finally I am getting as a gold. This method will be called it as a cementation. So require of gold with the zinc, which is called as a cementation. So it is also one of the important 2 marks questions. Okay, so is it clear with the cyanide leaching? So in the cyanide leaching, 2 processes is very important. First process, by adding a cyanide, the leaching, the complex, soluble complex has been formed. Second step, the require of the metal, whatever the metal we want, we just add it with the zinc, we get the metal. Second type, it is a ammonia leaching. So again from the name, so in place of cyanide I am adding the ammonia, means the ammonia form a complex with the ore. Here what are the types of ore we can use it for the ammonia leaching? If I am using a nickel ore, the nickel which is being form a complex with ammonia, it is a soluble complex. If I am using a copper ore, so copper formed as a complex soluble with ammonia. Then cobalt ore, again the cobalt has a tendency to form a complex, soluble complex with the ammonia. Okay, so it is very clear with that. So by the name, whatever the leaching substance have been added, one thing, what type of metal we can extract? Here we can extract the gold. Here the nickel we can use, copper we can use, cobalt we can use. The simple thing is it form a soluble complex. Thank you.
Never miss an update.